still have Kazim Elegbede joining us. Just very quickly to remind you as well that the phone lines are open, 070557272. Please let us know what sporting issues on your mind that the gentlemen here can help you unpack. We're also asking which teams do you think will finish top 4 in the English Premier League at the end of the 2025-2026 season. Please call in, let us know who your picks will be. Will it be Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, or will it be an outlying team like Newcastle or Aston Villa, or who knows, maybe even Sunderland? You can't never tell. But let's quickly get these pieces of news out of the way. Some major fights going down this weekend, gentlemen. Fast-rising heavyweight prospect Moses Itauma continues his quest to become a heavyweight world champion as he takes on Dillian Whyte in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. He's currently ranked number 1 by the WBO after he stopped Mike Balogun at the OVO Hydro in Glasgow back in May to extend his unbeaten record to 12-0. He now faces 37-year-old veteran Whyte, who has only been defeated 3 times in his 34-fight career. Whyte himself is coming off a three-fight win since his defeat by Tyson Fury in Wembley in 2022. Everybody's talking about how maybe Itauma is biting off more than he can chew. But this, even if you have a dog or a hyena, at some point you have to stop feeding it meat and start giving it bones to test his teeth. And also this weekend as well, UFC middleweight king Dricus Du Plessis will face the fearsome Khamzat Chimaev in a mouth-watering title fight at the UFC 319 in Chicago. 31-year-old Du Plessis is gunning for a 3rd successful title defense in a row, having already retained the belt with a submission of Israel Adesanya and decision win over Strickland as well. Chimaev is also 31 years old as well. He's never lost. He's 14-0 in UFC. Gentlemen, which one are you looking forward to the most? Okay, you can only pick one.
If I'm being honest, it has to be the Dillian Whyte.
The Dillian Whyte Itauma fight. Oh, yeah. Okay. Why?
I think because of what could happen if Dillian Whyte wins. He might just get into the mix of the heavyweight championship.
It's interesting. It's interesting you say that. It's interesting you say that because I do remember a certain Jared Big Baby Anderson. Everybody thought was the next big thing, but how Martin Bakole destroyed him and turned him. We can't find Big Baby Anderson anymore. Wale, which one are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to both, but I'll tilt towards Chimaev and DDP because see. A lot of disrespect has been coming his way. Even yesterday on the show, Kelevra slightly went with Chimaev. They said because of Africa, he will go with DDP. DDP has been disrespected usually, and I hope that if he wins this one in Chicago, he will at Thursday's pre-match press conference, the Chicago fans were even booing him because Chimaev is a much more popular fighter in those areas. So I'm hoping that DDP can shut it up. And he wins that, it's definitely in the GOAT conversation.
Okay, Kazim, which one of these fights, I know you're a big fan of the fight game as well. Which one of them are you looking forward to as well?
Especially with the Nigerian interest.
Moses Itauma, right?
Yes, against Deontay Whyte.
Dillian Whyte. Well, a lot of people actually don't know that Moses Itauma has Nigerian heritage. His father is Nigerian, his mother is Slovakian, so I can understand why you're leaning towards that.
He's Nigerian. Forget about all this Tureshi.
Okay.
He's our own.
Okay, we believe you. But Kazim, still coming back to you as well.
Supporting him.
I believe you. I hear you. Still coming back to Nigerian football. One Touch Football Club made Nigerian football history by becoming the first Nigerian youth team to play Liverpool's under-21s in a friendly at their famous Kirby Academy in England. That match went down today. The Nigerian team had arrived in excellent form. They were riding an 11-match winning streak on their tour of the UK. However, they were brought crashing down by Liverpool. Newly signed Will Wright opened the scoring for the Reds in the 20th minute before 38th minute, I beg your pardon. Then Calvin Ramsey added the second 2 minutes later. Second half goals from Cade Gordon and Afolami Ononuga sealed the win. But Captain Abraham Benjamin of One Touch Football Club praised the experience afterwards, saying that his team had gained valuable knowledge competing against world-class opposition. Well, that's another Nigerian team falling to your team, Liverpool, Kazim. But talking very broadly now, European football has pretty much kicked off this weekend. There's the Spanish La Liga. The eternal battle between Barcelona and Real Madrid will continue as well. There's Italian Serie A. We might see a four-way fight for the Scudetto. I've also seen the Bundesliga as well. Can anybody challenge Bayern Munich's hegemony of that particular trophy? Which ones are you looking forward to? Just give us a quick brief before we wrap up the show.
To be honest with you, there is no league like the Premier League. I mean, that is the league where people are even saying 6 teams likely to win the title. I narrow it down to 4. The usual suspects: Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, and Chelsea. Okay? Now, but when you talk of Germany, who will beat Bayern? Okay? Alonso did a huge man job like 3 seasons ago when he did it, but that was a one-off. The following season, we saw what happened. When you go to France, who is going to dethrone PSG? I mean, these are leagues that you can close, just like Nigerian league, where you are playing home and away. You can close and say, home team will win. Okay. In these leagues, Germany, France, and Spain, you have only 2 teams there. 2 teams and the rest. Barcelona and Real Madrid. Of course, Diego Simeone did a huge man job, bringing Atletico up once in a while and won the title like twice. But we know it's an aberration. When the chips are down, you are looking at only Barcelona and Real Madrid. And that is why I say these leagues are boring leagues. They are leagues that I personally will not pay money to watch. Wow. Apologies to their fans, because I know there are Nigerians who are really following these leagues keenly.
So you don't want to watch Kylian Mbappe versus Lamine Yamal? Is that what you're telling us?
I am not interested.
Oh, wow. Okay, Kazeem Elegbede giving us his hard-hitting opinion as always. Many thanks for coming through.